informed by FBI and Northport Police. I'm going to
All
show
right,
you a couple
this is
things
live.
as we continue to circle
This
this
is
home.
Gabby.
And again, it's all the road
Petito,
is
is that how
shut
you say
down
it?
to
Her
traffic.
boyfriend's
Media is
parents'
out
house
on the
in
side
Florida.
of the house. There's the media.
My tire
Here's the home.
system
Now, JB, I want to show you this as we come
was
around.
down.
Remember
So
the
we're putting it all back
Mustang they
together
talked so
as we
much
talk.
about that Brian apparently took to the park and to go hiking, and then the parents returned it back to the driveway? There it is. That's the Mustang that's been back in this driveway since Wednesday of this week. And again, the parents didn't report him missing until late Friday evening. There's the Mustang still out in front. The red pickup truck is the father's pickup truck. We've seen that come and go with the father
It's
and mother
spam risk. It is
several
not
times.
anything to do with
The
Gabby.
other ones are law enforcement vehicles.
Again,
You see,
my phone
police
call was a
outstanding guard in
spam
front
from
of the
Denver,
home.
Colorado. It
Now,
had
the
nothing to
other
do
thing
with
I want to
Florida
show you is we make
or
our
Gabby.
way around the back of the
So
home,
sigh
this
relief.
shed that's out in the backyard. We watched as the agents came out of the home and walked the perimeter of this shed, taking pictures, looking at it, taking some measurements. They then opened the door and went inside. We saw them take pictures inside as well. Again, we don't know what's going on in there, but we do know that's what they did. The agents then left the shed and went back through the screen porch into the home. We have seen no other activity coming and going from this home. Again, this is where Brian Laundrie was supposed to be staying until he vanished. His parents say he's missing. The Petito family says he's hiding. He's not missing. So that's what's going on now. Again, earlier today, the agents, Northport Police and federal agents, came to the house to serve a court-ordered search warrant. So that's what you're looking at now, JB. And again, here's a better shot of the Mustang. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to you. I have a live hit to do on WFLA TV. But again, JB, I'll be up here for a while, at least until we have to go refuel. And right now it's quiet. Everything going on inside the home, nothing outside of the home. But we'll have it covered if anything changes. I'll throw it back to you, JB.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Again, Paul Lamison, our chief photographer here at WFLA and the voice of Eagle 8 HD. Back here with you live, everybody, on WFLA now. A big thank you to Paul. He's going to be live in our 11 a.m. newscast. He is live.
Thank goodness that noise
in moments here in our 11 a.m. newscast. One time. I'm 8 on your side, senior investigator Walt Petito joining us here, and Walt has a lot of work to do here, so I'm going to do my very best here to answer as many questions as possible. And Walt, you feel free to jump in here as needed, and so that way that we can continue to work on both our television and digital products here simultaneously. And I think we're going to try to have others
down a little bit. I
as
think
well
that'll
join
work.
us and rotate.
Well, this is the first time I've used Melon app.
Is from WFLA. Now we're going to stay here with you live and bring you the very latest here because we know how much this story means to you.
Streamlabs.
Let's just kind of talk about that for 1 second. We know how much this story means to you. We know that there are so many folks that are
because I can't get my OBS to work
and went to bed really down last night.
I think, and again, it's that social media impact that this was somebody who put their life out there, shared what they did with this person of interest. They were both out there. I think there's
this guy needs to push his hair down.
Somewhat of a mirage, I think, to a degree that social media creates, where I think we know these folks more than we do, but we also see this telegenic woman and her boyfriend or fiance, and they're traveling the country and they're doing these pictures and showing us this life, and then even if you didn't follow it before, you followed it in retrospect after it devolved into what has happened with one of them apparently no longer with us. The other one, as the family of Gabby Petito said, the other one hiding or the other one missing, depending on how you look at it. And now the FBI, and it's such a visual story. It's easy to be drawn into it. It's like we said, I think we said this on Friday, JB, it's a 2021 story. It has all those elements. Even we're just now really getting to a point where a small police department like Moab I don't know when they got their body cams, but I bet they haven't had them very long, because we have local departments that don't have body cams. And imagine this case and this investigation without the body cams from August 12th. Imagine where we would be. We would know so much less if those body cams weren't there. We were able to see them and hear them, and at their lowest point, and it sort of gave us a view into what.
Yeah, that body cam thing is weird, isn't it?
The worst case scenario, and that's where we are right now.
So I don't know if you saw that or
let's
not.
See if we can bring in 8 on.
But
your
they're,
sides.
I think they're going through the
Tetons
Tetons
on WFLA now.
National Park.
And Christine, if you can hear me, feel free to hop in front of the camera or come through here on the microphone. And you are there outside of the Laundrie household. You've been there for some time, watching the scene unfold here. What can you tell us, and what have you seen so far this morning?
A little distracting. We're going to pull this out, make it larger if I can.
Hey, JB, can you hear me?
I can, Christine. Hope all is well there. I know you've been working extremely hard. What can you tell us as far as the scene that is unfolding here after the FBI and police swarmed Brian Laundrie's family's home this morning?
I forget what I'm using here. I'm using...
Yeah, absolutely, JB. So we're out here on scene. We are at the Laundrie house right now. And
too much stuff going on.
Hour or so, about 15 different police agents with the FBI and Northport Police, they came swarming this home.
There you go.
And now they're inside the home. So we saw them bring a lot of suitcases and a lot of documents inside this home. This situation went from 0 to 100 really quick.
So I got on right after.
Since about 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh, 4 o'clock this morning. Well, I was nowhere near. I was awake. I was awake at 4 o'clock. It sucks.
Came rushing down the street. They turned their lights on. The crime scene tape went up around the neighborhood. We saw
I want to know what the note said.
Parents of Brian be escorted into the home here, and we are now waiting to learn more about what's going on. We did hear from the FBI that there is an active search warrant, so we've been asked to stay across the street, and we will keep bringing you the latest as we know more.
Christine, we've had a lot of questions come in pertaining to the parents of Brian Laundrie. What can you tell us about Brian Laundrie's parents as far as the search warrant being executed?
Well, they're probably devastated too. This whole thing's really messed up. I mean, these people are high school sweethearts.
The only details that I have as of now are that about 20 minutes before the cars came rushing in, Brian's dad came out to his car and grabbed some papers, grabbed some documents, and then about 20 minutes later is when the FBI showed up. We were told that they escorted him and his wife, the couple, into the van, and now that they have been escorted back into the home, we believe. Again, this is a fluid situation. We're trying to learn as much as we can as we're here, but their house is completely blocked off, along with the street is blocked off about, I'd say, 3 or 4 houses in each direction. We have the street blocked off here, so a lot of people wondering what's next.
So I missed this yesterday. I wasn't paying attention.
8 on your side, WFLA News Channel 8 here. Christine, we'll spend a few more minutes here just kind of speaking with you to gain your perspective here on the story and get the very latest here from you. Folks joining us here, we know that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of comments in the queue here as far as your hashtag HeyJB, hashtag HeyWalt comments that we are going to come to those questions and comments here. Again, just breaking down the very, very latest with 8 on your sides, Christine McLarty here. And Christine, can you just speak to the amount of attention the story has received over the last 24 hours, especially after the terrible news that we received in Northwest Wyoming last night?
Okay, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think this has gained national attention around the world. I've had people tweeting at me and Facebooking about the reports that we're doing from Britain and overseas. I mean, everybody is just can't seem to look away from this.
I got some info about the note.
Questions, and now that we're starting to get answers, I think this heightened sense of where is Brian has become much more apparent within the last 24 hours here since we heard the news.
Okay, so he had told his parents that he was going hiking in the... I don't know, the swamps here, wherever that was.
Gas stations around the neighborhood here, you know, filling
and,
up and getting different things. We have people.
He didn't come back.
Thank you for continuing trying.
So the parents, when they found his Mustang
on the story,
Wednesday,
you know, a lot of people just really want to know what is going on.
They had a note on it.
And of course, I think as all your viewers and you.
And Thursday,
I watched your incredibly emotional.
They went back to pick up the car. They decided not to leave it there.
Touched all of our hearts in a way that. Gabby will live forever in all our hearts, and we all just want answers about what.
Okay, so it turns out that the Northport police left a note. It seems like I'm going to read what I found. This was posted on Twitter an hour ago. New details have emerged about the apparent. Let me turn this down. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
From Eagle 8 HD over the Laundry family home right now. On the right side of your screen is the shot.
All right, let's turn this down and do this. New details have emerged about the apparent last known whereabouts of Gabby Petito's boyfriend, Brian Laundry. Stephen Bertolino, the Laundry family's attorney, claimed Mr. Laundry left home with a backpack on Tuesday morning, saying he was going for a hike. These people are really big into hiking, right? In a statement seen by ABC 7 and Fox 13, the lawyer said the family went out to look for him on Wednesday after he failed to return and found his car near the Carlton Reserve with a note from Northport Police Department saying it needed to be removed. Okay, so his car, I guess, like he left it there overnight, and usually these places, you got to pay it's like a couple dollars usually, a parking pass. Mr. Bertolino said the family left the car where it was so Mr. Laundry could drive home when he returned, but eventually went to retrieve the vehicle on Thursday when he did not come home. So he went Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, he took a backpack. Obviously, it wasn't he planned on going out long. Where is this? Carlton Reserve. All right, I'm going to find this up. I'm going to start acting a little bit more professional here, I think. Ha! Y'all know that's not going to happen. No, we're having too much fun. Not being that way.
We really don't know.
Let's catch up what she's having to say.
That they are inside investigating, and we could be out here another 5 minutes. We could be out here another 5 hours or 5 days. We just don't know the answer to that question right now. But we will keep everybody updated as we learn that.
I want to, one more time here for everybody joining us here on WFLA Now, let you know that more your hashtag AJB, hashtag HeyWalt comments are coming up here. But Christine, before we let you go, I just want to bring up that one observation that you made in your live report here just moments ago for those of you just joining us. Oh, and I think we might have lost Christine. Christine, hopefully you have me here. I know cellular reception here as far as your call-in line is breaking up. Welcome to News in Real Time here, folks. Christine, do you have us? And I believe that we might have lost Christine McLarty, but I will, unless Christine, one more time.
Hey, JB, I think I just got you back.
All right, there you are, Christine. I want to just bring up that one note, that observation that you made earlier.
All right, this will be good.
You said that about 20 minutes before the FBI and police came swarming into the scene here of the Laundry family household, you said that you saw Brian Landry's father go out to one of the vehicles here. Maybe you can again tell us which vehicle it was. And you said retrieved some form of paperwork, some papers out of the vehicle.
Yeah, so I actually didn't see it with my own two eyes, but there's a lot of people here, and that is word over here. I should have clarified that is what everybody over here is saying that they saw. I can't tell you exactly which car it was that he grabbed the documents out of, but again, I did hear that he grabbed documents out of a car, and then that the parents were escorted into that black van that's just over on the left.
I hope the parents have attorneys.
Christine, any final notes from your reporter's notebook out there, or the notes application on your iPhone? Any final notes here as far as what you're going to be?
The notes application on your iPhone
in the hours ahead as you're
live. All right, let's see here. Carlton Preserve.
See you from Legal Aid HD. Any final notes here before we let you go?
Yeah, I think that I just want to, say that, again, this is a very active and fluid situation. We're going to have team coverage. We have one of my colleagues, Allison.
They're down in Sarasota.
Is just down the street here as we try to learn more. We've been out here since
Carlton Parkway, Venice, Florida.
Until this situation is resolved. So we will continue bringing you team coverage. And, of course, JB, thanks for all the great work that you're doing here with WFLA Now. And we'll keep you posted.
A class act, folks, here. Christine McLarty, follow her, of course, on social media. She's fantastic. And a big thank you to all of our team that is out here giving us and giving you folks the very latest here. Thanks, Christine, for for taking some time to join us. All right, back here with you live, everybody on WFLA Now. JB Buno here with you. And I think that what we're going to do here is have some additional folks join us and provide us with their perspective. Just, again, an interesting observation that Christine is noting that it appears that something might have been, that could be absolutely nothing. It could be something, but some paperwork apparently being removed from one of the vehicles outside of the Laundrie household by Brian Landry's father, based on the report that Christine just gave us here. So again, could be something, or could be.
Let's see if I can do this.
We just don't know what that means at this time, but of course we'll keep you posted if we learn anything new here. But the FBI, police, this morning here, for those of you just joining us, coming in blaze and swarming the home here and executing a court-authorized.
All right, I'm going to try to take this screen off and put on a different screen.
Remain unclear.
Again, this is the first time I use the Melon app. So, what? I don't want to do that. That's weird.
Walt is taking some phone calls right now, getting some information from on the latest here on the story. And love Crystal here, hashtag hey Walt, why did they take so long for a warrant? And will they take all phones?
Because you have to believe. Okay.
Let me answer the second part first.
You have to.
We don't know the search warrant there. We don't know exactly how all-encompassing it is. We don't know how much has been taken from the home. We don't know what they were authorized to take as far as the search warrant.
You have to have.
When we know.
All right, well, like what he's saying right there.
If you've been watching here long enough with us here on WFLA Now, that
you don't know
the moment we have
what they're authorized to
the moment
take,
that we can share it with you, and it goes, of course, through.
You have to ask, what are they looking for? They have to go to a judge and they have to swear before the judge that they need to violate. Which you have to realize, government coming into your house is one of the most violent and disgusting things.
That's my word here too.
There was in the founders
did they take all the phones? We don't know.
Mind.
We know you know. But let's focus on the first part of this comment here from Love Crystal. Why did they take so long for a warrant?
Judge might have said no.
I'll just kind of jump off of that question with another that I'll ask here for our audience. What changed here? What changed in the last 24 hours that now we have a search warrant? It's not that they had to wait for a judge because it's Monday morning and they couldn't get a court authorized.
That's the judge.
Or at least, of course, you would hope that's never the case, that they can get a search warrant, of course, on a Saturday. What changed? Something changed as far as them being able to execute the search warrant.
Well, you'll never know. Don't fall to the guessing game, okay? Because when you look back, after this whole thing's over, you're going to look back and you'll see a clear and concise
there's a lot of questions now as to
explanation of everything that happened during this. There'll be a timeline, and when you go through that, you'll be like, "Oh man, I didn't even know this was happening at the time."
Friday, Saturday,
it's something about the psychology
Monday,
of
September 20th, when we now have this scene, and not earlier.
Okay.
Did something new come through that led?
Yeah, they found a note on the car, which came from the police. They can't find Brian.
I think we'll know more in the hours ahead once we get the affidavit. A lot of questions and comments coming in here. We are going to take some more of your questions here and your comments, but let's see if we can one more time here, folks.
They want to see if there's any guns or knives, blood on it, stuff like that. We don't know anything about if it is confirmed that they found Gabby. We don't know what she died of.
In the sky above the Laundrie household. Saul, I just want to check in here.
Right, we saw this guy before.
Moment.
We're going to
you got a lot to worry
about
there in the air, but has anything changed in the last several minutes, and any new observations that you can share with our audience members
here on WFLA? See if there's anything new. It takes a long time for that voice to get up to the helicopter. All right, we're going to stop this for a second. All right. Now, let's see here. Where's this? I turn that volume off. Now let's go back over here. And I'm going to start sharing. Share this one again. Yeah. I love it. It tells me you need a powerful computer to be able to share stuff. I'm sitting there going, Apple M1, baby. I know, I just became that guy. Okay, so this is where his car was. The Carlton Reserve. This is Google Earth. This is the street side deal. All I did was type in Carlton Reserve. This is what it took me to. So this is in Venice, Florida, they say. It was in I thought it was Sarasota. For some reason, I feel like Venice. I know it. I should know it. Let's go in here. Let's go to the reserve. Let's see if we can find the parking lot in here, okay? So it's typical. So you stay to the right. It's going to be a loop, I bet. Oh, hang on here. Watch this. Hang on. So we're just going to go up a little bit so the sign says, oh, I missed it. Can I turn? It's so crazy. This thing makes me a little inebriated. That's funny. How can I enlarge that? Can I just hit like, oh, I can. Warning, park closes at 8. Okay. So what time does it open, I wonder? All right, we're going to go back this way. Where we're supposed to go. Another sign up here. And it is park. And what does it say here? No glass. And help us maintain your park. I bet this one right here says, oh, wrong button. This says no parking midnight to 8 a.m. So there we go. So we can't park. There's no animals. No soliciting. You know that's a catch-all for, don't you? No prostitutes. Oh, excuse me. No money for a car ride home after your date. I just pulled the creepy Biden and whispered into the microphone. All right, let's see here. Man, all this stuff. See these palmettos here, these low-lying palmettos? They have a thing called the pygmy rattler in Florida, if you're not used to it. And I've never heard of it before. And I was down there, I was playing golf. I saw a sign for it. I was like, oh, pygmy rattler. What the heck? Like, you talking about like a tiny rattlesnake? No, it's a venomous snake, poisonous, man. They like the instant death or like something like that. They're horrible. And what it does is it has no rattle on it, but it whips its tail so fast that it sounds like a rattle. Is that not terrifying? And they're all in these things, man. It's like, don't even walk in those. And everybody down there wearing flip-flops. I'm sitting there looking for like combat boots and stuff. All right, how far do you have to walk back here? All right, see, so there's a parking area. One or two, but he's not parking there. He's going to go all the way to the back because that's where, that's where the action is. That's where there's going to be a big parking spot. You can walk back in here. See, there's still road over there, man. This is too close to anything. Oh, look, no U-turn. They have lawn service out here. I've never been on a park with lawn service. Looks like some kind of flagpole maybe right there. Say to the right, it said earlier. All right, so this is the bigger, see, there's the parking lot. You can see the little things there. All right, see, where do we have? There's parking spots. Okay, so I wonder where they found his car. There's handicap. So we're here. So that's handicap. That means, why'd you turn back? No. Oh man, no! I wanted to go. I just realized I was trying to go down that trail, and I can't. Google, you failed. This is in 2015. Why didn't you send somebody down that trail? Okay, so his car then is somewhere out in here. That's where they found it with the note. At midnight, it said, oh, hang on, let's see what this says. Oh, come on. Zoom. Google, you get so close. You need Elon Musk to take Oh my gosh, it's cut me off. Am I still live? And where's my thing? This is not... What just happened here? And you cut everybody off? Hello? OBS. Well, we got that. Okay, so I'm going to go back through. Hopefully... See, that cuts me off again. Here's what's weird is it shows it. It shows me as being on. All right, sorry guys. All right, so I don't know if this is. Yeah, this I think it's out. So this is what the reserve looks like. These are the little palmettos I was talking about. Well, that's not them, but anyway, you get the idea. The low-lying bushes, and there's some more parking spots. Why did Google drive me through the thing? Oh, you got me another part of this park now. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. Why did my stream go off? You know what it is? I absolutely hate having a full screen because I need a monitor. I need 2 monitors. No, it's not what I did. Well, now we're back on the road. And by the way, I hate Street View too. Oh, look, I can go back in time on Street View. That's crazy. Okay. All right, so there it is. We're going to go back over here. Okay, so you can see it. All right. So that's the little area. So we went back to here. Boldly Go. I don't know what Boldly Go is. Boldly Go into MTV. All right, so that's the hike. Oh, hey, now you can see the hiking trails. Okay, cool. So all this is hiking trails of where he went. And, oh, you know what? He's over here at a preserve, isn't he? Oh, wow. So what's this? All of these are like, in this satellite photo, that looks like dried swamps. But all of this is still trail. You see this? Hopefully I haven't cut you off yet. Is it there? No, my thing's still messed up, which aggravates the living smack out of me. I cannot even begin to tell you how mad I am about this. All right. This is some far trails. I mean, like, this one goes to a dead end. This one goes to a dead end. I don't know what this is, unless it looks like. So it looks like Google drew this, and then this is kind of like maybe the trail. All right, let's see where else we go. This guy could be way up in here. Hey, man, you know what? You get like right in here. Just alligators got all. I mean, that's a sad reality of this. Look, see if we can get any of this to look like the swamp that is. These are little high areas, these little islands. All this around here. This dude, if he wanted to be, he'd be gone. You got a road that goes through here. There's another little area to park at. You know what else is weird? You ever watch the Python Cowboy on YouTube? He's down here all the time, man. Those jabronis with the snakes, man, they release so many freaking pythons and stuff in Florida that they are now overran. They don't know what to do. All right, so I'm going to close this out and go back to. I want to get my thing working. Where's my avatar? I mean, this is absolutely driving me insane. Okay, yeah, I get that. this. I'm going to go to that. I'm going to go back over here to that. Let's see here. All right. We should be back on to talking.
Then we find out on Friday the parents hadn't seen him since Tuesday.
All right, see.
Did the chief know something or thought he knew? Did the chief think he knew something that the parents didn't know? Because now we don't think he's been seen actually since Tuesday. So a lot changed, and that's
the
that's
chief
troubling.
knew something.
I think,
he knew,
folks, and we've had some comments from law enforcement officers who suggested at least that he should have been under surveillance. We don't know that he was or wasn't, but we do know that
why
he
should
lost
he be on
track of
surveillance?
Mr. Laundrie.
He's
and we're
innocent.
still wondering where he is. 4 days later, after the chief said he knew where he was.
And I just again, I'm not making this up. I want to show folks an example of some of the comments that are out there, like from Eric here, #AJB. He could have left out of Miami as a stowaway on a boat or a small plane with someone assisting him. Just my thoughts. And this is the type of comments and questions that are out there pertaining to where Brian could be. Florida is in a unique place in the country as far as
oh my gosh, I mean, dude, this guy, we're talking about like if he killed this girl, which we don't know
internationally.
Okay,
so these are just some of the comments that
we're talking about. Like,
let's get to
you're thinking
Valencia
stuff you see in movies.
Twitter.
This guy is not getting on a boat.
Did he flee, or is he considered a missing person?
He is still a missing person. We have a body.
That girl
we do not have
probably attacked him later.
Question here from
again.
Yep. Is he a
suspect?
We
don't have
pushed her back.
The
She
body,
fell.
It seems as though
bopped her head.
Tells police and
He
Gabby
freaked
Petito's
out, didn't know
father
what to do.
that is indeed Gabby Petito's body. We have a body. We do not have a cause of death. We
Yes,
don't have a cause of death.
Yeah,
we don't even have
no cause of death.
Any officers telling
don't
us
know
what
if
they
that is
suspect
indeed
is
her.
the cause of death, like something they could have seen at the crime scene. We may have that today. We may
As
not.
far
but
as
we still
we
have
know,
he is still a person of interest.
It
and
could
a
be
missing
Pocahontas.
person, and that's what we have now. That could very well change at any time.
Good question here from Courtney Chambly, #AJB. Technically, does law enforcement have to give an affidavit to the public? What they do reveal is that cleared by the parents first.
No.
How does that work?
An affidavit has to become public. There are various deadlines depending on the state. They can keep it private for
it has to become public when it comes time, but it doesn't have to be today.
In my experience, it's harder to get a federal affidavit than it is a local affidavit. But yes, what do they reveal? Of
course, it's harder.
The law enforcement goes to a judge and says, "Hey, Your Honor," they write it out. This is what we know. We know this, this, and this of this case. It tells a story of the case, and it usually tells us more than we know. The affidavit is always, in every crime I've ever covered, or we're not a crime here, a missing person case, whatever it is, it's always very, very revealing. Often offers details that we would not have seen otherwise. We don't have that affidavit yet. No, it does not have to be. It does not have to be cleared by the parents. If this is an investigation, the FBI has the right to go to a judge with what they know, and they're honest, hopefully, and they submit what they know, and then the judge says, okay, I'll let you search the house. That's how it works. And so we're waiting for that affidavit. We don't have it yet. We'll see if we get that anytime soon. But again, if it's a federal affidavit, it might take a little longer.
Courtney, thanks a lot for your question here. Let's reintroduce ourselves to our audience here. 8 on your side, senior investigator Walt Buteau. Phone's ringing off the hooks here. And we also have, of course, Eagle 8 HD's Paul Lamison, who's in the sky here for us. We'll try to get to Paul. Do you need to take that, Walt?
No.
Okay, you're good?
Yeah.
Okay, so Paul Lamison there for us in Eagle 8 HD. 8 on your side, senior investigator on WFLA Now. It's JB Buno here, folks. We're answering your questions. And this is a live picture here from Paul from Eagle 8 HD here in the center of your screen. Any and all feeds that we had access to, we're going to provide you with. But this is the scene right now at the Laundrie home. Interesting of note here that let's talk about what's going on right now at the house, Walt. Let's talk about this, because if the parents are back in the house, but the vehicles for law enforcement are still there, is there a conversation going on now in the house? So if protocol here is escort the parents from the home, execute the search warrant, retrieve items that you need to retrieve, photograph the property, photograph the interior, and then escort the parents back into the house, then why are law enforcement still at the scene? Why do we have the vehicles still here? Is there a conversation? Has the Laundrie family decided maybe now is the time to begin speaking, now that this has escalated to the point where a search warrant is being executed here, because at this stage of where we are now, it's about, it's been about 20 to 30 or so minutes since the Laundrie parents were allowed back inside of the house. I would have assumed that by now that perhaps we would have had some vehicles starting to leave the scene here, and the driveway starting to become a little bit less hectic as it is right now. But all those law enforcement vehicles there on the front lawn and right up there on the front door, they're still there. So it leads you to wonder, and I have to ask this question, is the Laundrie family speaking? We don't know. And until we have information from police, we don't know. But it's just an observation here, because it seems from what we're witnessing here from Eagle 8 HD, the execution of the search warrant at this time appears to be over. No more photographers taking pictures outside of the house. No more people going in and out with containers to, collect evidence and bring evidence back into their vehicles.
They could very well have been working from the outside in. So I don't know that we know it's over.
We don't know that it's over. We just know the parents are back inside.
There's no doubt, by the way, that they took a picture of that shed from the back of the shed. So you wonder about that. Could be nothing, but I don't know.
There's also a scenario here where perhaps the Laundrie family requested to be in the comfort of their own home while the search warrant was being executed, because they didn't want to be outside in a media circus, or they didn't want to be in a car, or that they gave their word that they would not interfere with the execution of the search warrant if they could stay in an area of the home where they could just be safe within the confines of their own home.
And what you said is possible too, although the family hired a lawyer it seems like 2 weeks ago, right? Or a week ago, long before. And that was the great criticism. Why isn't he talking? Why isn't Brian talking? Well, he has a lawyer. So if the lawyer told Brian not to talk, I'm wondering if the lawyer would have told the parents not to talk either. I mean, that's all part of it. And again, the frustrating part, and we have to be patient here, is we don't know what the people in that house know, or at least think they know about this case.
Let's get some more of your hashtag HJB comments here, but let's see one more time. I think we can finally bring in Eagle 8
the other side, because I have a couple things I want to show.
Okay, so Eagle 8 HD's Paul Lamison. Let's see if we can just kind of check in with Paul here, everybody, and see if we can bring up Paul. Paul Lamison over the radio. This is JB at WFLA. Can you copy? Can you hear me? And what do you have here in the last several minutes from the sky?
Hey, JB. Yeah, I can hear you. And hey, what I'm going to do a look live for WFLA, but you guys stay here because this is all the information you're going to need. And I'm going to give you a real quick show and tell of what's going on here at the home. And we're over the Laundrie home right now. So hang on. Here we go, JB. Hey, Linda, this is going on 3, 2, 1. We are over the Laundrie home in Northport, and I want to show you a couple of things. Here's the home. The search warrant was started, and they came inside the house. The only time we've seen them come out is out in this back area. If you see this shed, they came out and walked around the shed, took several pictures, then they went inside the shed and also took pictures. They then went back into the screened-in pool area back into the home. We saw one other agent come out for a short period of time, and then they went back in. Now, out in the front yard, what I want to show you is right behind this tree, that gray car, that is, in fact, the Mustang that Brian apparently drove to park to go hiking. And then on Wednesday, his parents brought it back and parked it in the driveway. It's been there ever since, but there is the Mustang. The other thing I want to show you is this red vehicle. That's the parents' vehicle. We've seen that come and go several times with both of them inside. That's a member of the Northport Police Department. They are out here standing watch over this house. And again, as the warrant goes on inside. So far, the activity has been pretty much inside the house. I do want to tell you that just about a mile, 2 miles from here is where the park is. So this house is close to where they were searching all weekend. Right now, the whole street is blocked off as they execute a warrant inside this home in Northport. We'll be here and give you any information as it becomes available. In Eagle 8 HD, Paul Lamison, 8 on your side. Okay, JB, there, I just did that for the web, but again, JB, this house, it's in a neighborhood it's a fairly busy neighborhood, and there's really no way, like people thought maybe he went out the back. You really can't get out the back unless you're going to hop the fence and cut through yards or through some other wooded area. So really the way in and out of this house is from the front or through the side gates. And again, media has... Yeah, we were done with the look live, Linda. I'm just still talking to JB, but you heard I synced out. But JB, this whole area is a pretty busy area, so that's the weird thing, that he could have just got out without people seeing him leave. But again, the search warrant's happening in the house, JB, and we're going to get going now. We have to go back to Venice and refuel, but I'll give you one last look at the house as we start heading to Venice. And again, this is the home where the search warrant's going on. The road closed in front as the media and everyone else continues to wait to see what the next step of this case is. Back to you, JB.
Thanks, Paul. Really appreciate it. Again, live here from Eagle 8 HD, showing you the scene here, everybody. And give Paul a follow on social media. One of the best news photographers in the country as far as being able to do it from the ground and from the air, as Eagle 8 HD now returns home. JB Buno, Walt Buteau here with you live, everybody on WFLA Now. We'll start to play back again some of that video from earlier, some of the earlier video now from the scene here at the Laundrie family household, just kind of queuing things up here, and there we have it. Anything new, Walt?
I have nothing new. Just again, same questions, I think, as we wait. And Paul brings up a good point, showing us, I think, some great information. They're showing us where the various cars that are in there and where the parents are and where they've been, and the fact that they're back inside. That's part of, we're just waiting for this. And keep in mind, it's the FBI. They're not going to tell us a whole lot, I don't think, once they get out of there. And I think the things we're waiting for today are possible forensic results from the Denver FBI and from Wyoming, from the scene out there. We're waiting for, obviously, whether or not we can find Mr. Laundrie, and then we're also waiting to find out what exactly the FBI is looking for inside that house. Will we get those answers today? We don't know, but we will. We obviously will bring them to you as soon as we get them, and hope and sort of try to fill in some of the blanks here of this this mystery that's sort of captivated the entire country.
All right, if you've been here with us now for the last hour and a half, you've been really patient as far as your hashtag HeyJB, hashtag HeyWalt comments now. Walt, if we can here, Gord, you good? I'm good, Walt. All right, you got it. Just checking in. Don't want to make Gordon Dempsey an unhappy man. Got to make sure that that is, of course, 8 on your side, senior investigator Walt Buteau's photographer here, and they have a lot of work to get to here as far as collecting the latest here for us. So, let's see if we can. How long do you have here for us, Walt? For
10 more minutes.
All right, we got 10 minutes here. We're gonna do rapid fire here. We're gonna just go through rapid fire, as many hashtag HeyJB, hashtag HeyWalt comments and questions that we can take here, and then we'll wrap up here in WFLA Now, or perhaps bring in another member of our team to continue answering questions if you'd like for us to do so. If you'd like for us to do extended coverage here for us, folks, if you'd like to request extended coverage here, let us know here in the comment section, and we'll stay here with you live. We don't.
It took off my avatar. Why is my avatar gone? It's gone. I mean, honestly, what's this one? Oh, look at that. Oh, now it's even smaller. None of this, though, is where my avatar was. I swear. Why did this stupid stuff happen? Technology is our greatest enemy. Anyway, y'all, give it a like, and if something else happens, I'll be back. And if not, I do need to make a run to the store. But anyway, y'all, it's more important than ever. Be good to each other, and smile for somebody today. Call up your parents, tell them you love them. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for the subscriptions. I know they're going to come flooding in. Y'all, till later. Peace. Oh, wait. I don't know how to turn off this stream. I just realized that because I'm on, what is this now? What is this thing called? I already forgot it. Melon app. Melon app. How do you get a StreamYards is Melon? I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, if I figure out how to turn it off, I really don't know how to turn it off, do I? Oh, end stream. Duh, I finally found it. All right, y'all. Peace. Love you. Bye.